In this video, I will show you how to perform addition between two matrices and subtraction between two matrices. So first we will open the tool, and before typing the program, first I will explain the logic that is followed for performing addition as well as subtraction between the given matrices. The first condition to perform addition between two matrices is both the matrices should have the same size. So generally the matrix size is calculated in terms of number of rows by number of columns. If you observe here, there are three number of rows are there and three number of columns are in the first matrix. In second matrix also that is having again three number of rows and three number of columns are there. Then how do we start performing addition? So we start performing addition. The first element in the first matrix is added with the first element in the second matrix, that is becomes 1 plus 9. Next, the second element, first row second element is added with the first row second element in the second matrix, that becomes 2 plus 8. Next, first row third element is added with first row third element in the second matrix, that is 3 plus 7. Now, what are the values of 1 plus 9? That results 10. What is the result of 2 plus 8? That results 10. What is the result of 3 plus 7? That results 10. Now, once the first row addition is completed, then we will move to the next row. So, this is first row, this is second row, this is third row. Now, in second row, first element is added with second row first element in the second matrix, then it becomes 4 plus 6. Similarly, second row second element is added with second row second element in the second matrix. In matrix 1, second row third element is added with second row third element in the second matrix. Then it becomes 5 plus 5 and 6 plus 4. Like this. So 4 plus 6 results 10. 5 plus 5 results 10. 6 plus 4 results 10. Like that we can also calculate for the last row elements also. 7 plus 3 added, that results 10 again. 8 plus 2 added, that results 10 again. 9 plus 1 added, that results 10 again. This is in case of addition. So in case of subtraction also we follow the same thing. Only difference is we need to perform subtraction like this. The first element, suppose this is the first row in the first matrix. This is the first row in the second matrix. The corresponding elements means 1 and 9. First row first element in matrix 1, first row first element in the matrix 2. That becomes 1 minus 9. We are subtracting a smaller number from a larger number, that is then the results negative number. Similarly, first row second element is subtracted with first row second element in the matrix 2, then it becomes 2 minus 8. Again that results negative number minus 6. Similarly, the first row third element is subtracted from first row third element in the second matrix, then that results 3 minus 7, that is minus 4. So like this, the same rule we have to follow for the second row corresponding elements as well as third row corresponding elements in the matrix 1 and matrix 2. So the first rule is both the matrix should have the same size. Then only we can perform the addition or subtraction. Now, so based on this concept, we will start implementing the logic. So open a new source file. First, include the relevant header files that are required for our program, that is standard input output header file. Then here matrix is a two-dimensional array. Matrices are represented by using a two-dimensional array. So each row needs some size. So here I am declaring the size with the help of a pre-processed directive that is called define, and I am specifying my matrix size as, suppose for example, 3. Then begin the main function, that is the origin point. Execution flow will start from this point onwards. So how many arrays we require? We need two input arrays, A of size, comma size. That means the first row is generated for, so there are two subscripts we are using here. One subscript is for specifying the number of rows. The second subscript is specifying the number of columns. Similarly, we need to create one more array that is called B. That is our second input array. That is our second input array. Similarly, so we need to change the name of the array, that is B. Next, after adding these two, the result will be holded in another another two-dimensional array, that is we can mention it as C, of same size. See, when you are adding 3 by 3 matrix with 3 by 3 matrix, then the result is again 3 by 3 only. When you are subtracting 3 by 3 matrix from 3 by 3 matrix, the result size is also again 3 by 3. So one array is for storing the addition of the given input arrays. One more is to store the subtraction result. So that is the reason I am declaring total 4 arrays. 2 are acts as input arrays, and C array holds the addition between the given arrays, and D holds the subtraction between the given arrays. Now we need some loop control variables. Why? Because when you are want to represent two-dimensional array, we need nested for loops. So outer for loop will maintain one loop control variable, and inner for loop will maintain another loop control variable. Outer for loop will refer the rows, and inner for loop will refer the columns. So I need two variables, I and j. I and j. Now, so we will provide the end user to read the size of the array. So enter elements for matrix A. Because the size is already defined here, that is assigned with 2. That means here the matrix A size is 3 by 3, B size is also 3 by 3, C size is also 3 by 3, D size is also 3 by 3. Only thing is we need to enter the number of elements. 3 by 3 means how many elements we need to enter? We need to enter 9 elements. 3 by 3 means 9. Now in the next line we need to start the for loop concept. So I is equals to starts from the first index, and I is less than or equals to size minus 1, and each time I is incremented by 1. Next, begin the inner for loop, that also starts from 0, and j is less than or equals to size minus 1 and j plus plus. So using scanf statement, we try to read the input array elements for A. So all are integers, so percentile d comma ampersand. As it is a two-dimensional array, we need to specify two subscripts. The first subscript will run by I, and the next subscript will run by j, and this statement ends with semicolon. So this is for reading input elements for matrix A. Matrix A. Similarly, we need to read elements for matrix B. See, after reading, we need to just print what are the different values that are assigned for matrix A. So how can I print my matrix? Again, just simply we need to copy this nested for loop. In place of scanf, we have to give printf, and while using printf, we need to remove this ampersand sign, is not required, because we are trying to print the values of the input array A, whereas here we are trying to read the values for or assigning elements for input array A. Similarly, these two statements again we need for matrix B. So now two times we are using nested for loop, only for reading elements for matrix A and printing elements of matrix B. Now again I am copying, but this time I will change the matrix name as matrix B. This time matrix B, we need to change the matrix variable name, that is B. Here also we need to change it. But here before printing, so actually here we are using printf statement, so it is going to print some elements. So before printing the matrix, we need to provide a statement. Array elements array elements of matrix A. Matrix A. After that, in new line, elements are going to be displayed. Here, our aim is we want to display all the elements in the same row. All the row elements are displayed in the same row. But once one row element is completed, immediately we need to apply new line. Immediately we need to apply new line to display the next row elements. So in one row elements, I am applied tab space. That means the elements will be separated by tab space. I will show you at the time of output. Again, I will come back to this statement and I will explain you how it will be helpful for displaying input array. So this is the statement I am using here. Now I need to use the same statement again. This statement when I am printing the elements of matrix B. So before beginning the printf nested for loop, I need to display the elements of matrix B. And here I need to apply tab space. All row elements are maintained tab space. After come out of the inner for loop, then I apply new line. Then I apply new line and that statement ends with semicolon. So now, till now what we done? Only we read the input values for A, input elements for matrix B. Now our target is to perform addition between the given matrices A and B and the result is going to be stored in C. Now, so to perform addition between A and B, again I need one more nested for loop. So I'm copying the existing thing. Now, so before displaying the result, just I am providing a message to the end users. Addition of matrix A and B, that is applying new line and this statement ends with semicolon. Now here what we need to provide, here we need to provide sum is equals to here. So C of I and C of j is equals to A of I, A of j plus B of I and B of j. See, this is the logic what we learned. I shown you in this document, in the PDF document I already highlighted. So A of Ij is nothing but one particular element in the input matrix A. Suppose this is matrix A, this is matrix B, then this is called as matrix C. In this case, if this is matrix A and this is matrix B, then the resultant matrix we named it as matrix D. So that is the reason in our program we declare two arrays for input purpose and two arrays for storing the output. One is stores the addition between the two input matrices, another one stores this one. So the corresponding elements in A, corresponding element in B is added that occupied the C array, first row, first element. So that logic we implemented like this. A of Ij means corresponding elements in A and its corresponding elements in B both are added and that result is assigned for corresponding element in the resultant matrix C. Now our job is we need to print C value. After calculating the C value, immediately we are printing the C value. In C also, first we are trying to print all the row elements like this. All the row elements are printed. Then we applied new line. After this we applied new line. So that means after come out of the inner for loop, then we applied new line. So this is the resultant matrix. Performing addition between the input matrices A and B. Next, the same array I am copying. Only thing is I need to apply subtraction operation between the given matrices. in place of addition, just I will change the description message as subtraction of matrix A and B, and this time my output array is going to stored in another new array called D, and this time I need to change the output array name as D, and this time I need to apply minus operation between the array elements. Previously I applied the plus operation. Why? Because the aim is performing addition between the input arrays, but this time performing the subtraction between the two arrays. So corresponding elements in the matrix A is subtracted. Okay, this element is subtracted, this one. So corresponding elements in the matrix B is subtracted from corresponding element in the matrix A, and that result is assigned for the target output array D. Once we hold that particular iteration value, immediately we are trying to print it, and we are applying tab space because we want to display all the row elements in all first row elements in single row. Second row elements are in second row. Third row elements are in third row. So first row, after printing the first row elements, then we are applying new line. Then again loop will come back, the control flow will come back and go back to the outer for loop. And this value initially 0 means it is pointing to the first row. I value becomes 1 means it is pointing to the second row, like that. So once everything is over, then we need to, so matrix add sub dot c. So check for syntax errors by compile the program. So there are a lot of errors are generated. Just we will check it where we miss it. So before for, yeah, here semicolon is missing. Semicolon is missing here. Maybe we copy pasted, so most we have to check it. That is one error, and this one. And here also we need to check the number of braces and all. So already for loop is closed here, but this is one extra for loop is added. One more extra closing braces is coming here. Now again I recompile the program. Still there are some more errors are there. Just I'm checking declaration of statement at the end of input. See here. So this is last for loop, and after that we need to close the main method. After that we need to close the main function. No. Yeah, here also missing semicolon. See, but if you are getting any errors, don't worry. We have to read that error completely so that it is very easy, because it is a lengthy program. So many times we are using nested for loops instead of typing. Just we are taking the help of the copy paste option. While copy paste, some things may be missed. Just we need to correct them. That's not a problem. So D is undefined. So I will check it. What is the D? So D is an array. Sorry, here actually I need to separate with comma, but mistakenly I given semicolon. That is the reason it is showing that D is undefined. Now, once we made any changes, recompile the program now. So we made it 0 errors, no warnings. Now we need to run the program. Enter elements for matrix A. So actually in the program itself, we given the size of the array is 3. So row size is 3, column size is 3. So 3 by 3 means how many elements we need to enter? Total 9 elements we need to enter. If you observe here, 1 to 9 elements are given in the increment order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like that. The same values I am going to give here. 1 space 2 space 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So as the size of the array is 3 by 3, it accepts only 9 elements. Now after entering this, immediately it will print the array elements of A. See, array elements of matrix A are printed in the form of rows and columns. Then after that it is asking to enter the elements for second input matrix B. Now if you observe our document, second array matrix values are decreasing order. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Decreasing order. So I also follow the same thing, because I explained this example based on those. I explained this program based on this example. So I will also follow the same thing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Total 9 elements only it is accepted, because the input size matrix is 3 by 3. Now it prints array elements of matrix B After that, it also calculates the addition of matrix A and B. If you observe, this one is added with 9, 1 plus 9 generates 10, 10, 10. If you observe, just you can watch it. The same output we observed here also. Just I will highlight with some other color, green color. This is the resultant matrix. The resultant matrix values are all values are 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10, 10, 10. The same thing you can watch here also. That is these things. The same thing. Now after that, subtraction of matrix A and B, you can check it. Subtraction result is minus 8, minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Just you have to cross check it whether the same values are obtained or not. See minus 8, minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0 and 2, 4, 6 and 8. So if you observe, so it is a very simple program. Maybe the length of the code is long, but logic is very simple. Most of the times we are using nested for loops for scanning the input for input matrix A, scanning the input values for matrix B, printing elements of matrix A and printing elements of matrix B. After that, our logic is involving only for addition and subtraction. That is our main target, addition of matrix A and B and subtraction of matrix A and B. So like this we can find out the addition and subtraction of the matrices.